Hello, Gemini, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I am an evolutionary life coach, and today you and I are going to go on an intuitive journey to uncover your spiritual message and focus for the week. So, our first card is the theme that the universe is sending you, and great card. We've got the Fool. This is a card of, I'm trying to feel which direction my guides want me to go with this for you. Okay, there's two big meanings that are coming out right now. One is that freshness, that openness, that curiosity to get into things, but this is also a little bit of a warning that you may be precariously poised on something. So this is a reminder to really watch your footing. And I don't mean this literally, but I also mean it metaphorically. I mean it both ways, actually. So pay attention to your feet. Make sure you're standing on solid ground. Be wary of anything precarious. So this means choosing a side in an argument that you might not have enough logic and knowledge behind, or it can mean just making a choice, but it's not really an informed one. This is not the energy of just leaping forward for the heck of it. I feel a cautionary energy with this Fool card for you, saying, be careful, look where his feet are headed. He's off the cliff. So watch that this week. Watch anything that's possibly precarious. Okay, we've got your energy. Interesting. As the Prince of Pentacles, which is almost the opposite. The feet are too rooted, they're too planted, and they're not moving. So I'm thinking what's happening is that your energy, or perhaps the energy of your environment, has been kind of heavy, a little bit mud-like. I don't know if you've ever tried to walk through mud, but it kind of sucks at you. That's what I'm kind of feeling from this card, that you've been a little bit stuck, or the energy just hasn't been moving for you. And there's going to be the compulsion to just, to hell with it, and just to do something, to get yourself out just for the heck of it, just to do it, because you're so sick of this mud squelching and sucking at you and kind of holding you down. But that kind of impulsive behavior also you need to watch, because if things are moving slow for you right now, or if nothing seems to be shifting or changing or mutating, it's really happening for you. It might not be the right timing, or there might be something you're not aware of that doesn't need to be, or that you don't really want in your energy field right now. So really resist the urge to just rebel against this heavier stuck energy just for the sake of rebellion. If you have a clear way forward, you've thought it through, and you have a plan, that's all right. But if you're just pushing against the situation just for the sake of needing to move somehow, not caring, you're going to get into something. You're going to get into a little bit of a spot of bother. Let's continue with your message. We've got King of Cups, King of Wands looking forward, and then the Three of Wands looking off. So interesting. We've got, if this were a tarot class, I would tell you this is the central origin spread, where we have the energy starting here and radiating out. Okay, the King of Wands is talking about action with a plan. This is not action for the sake of action like we talked about with this Fool. This is action with a plan, with a carefully well thought out plan that is designed to give you the most gain and the most positive outcome. It may be a new direction, it may be something completely different, and maybe something that you feel very passionate about, but this King of Wands, notice he's sitting there, and he does look alert and ready to go, but he's sitting, which means that he's not leaping into action at the drop of a hat. He's going to consider, what is the best way forward? What do I really need to do? How do I need to unfold this so each step follows into the other? His motion is not erratic like this. It's predictable, regular, yet spontaneous, which means that he's responsive. So if he has this plan laid out and then something comes up, he's able to shift. And I know that energy is very comfortable for you, Gemini. The shifting energy is comfortable, but this is asking you to lay out your plans a little bit more in a row, in a more connected way, not so over here and over here and over, more logical in a way. Okay, so then we have the Three of Wands on this side, and then we have the King of Cups on this side. I'm feeling more drawn to this side. So this King of Cups is more the emotional component, looking out to how this is going to affect other people and what kind of opportunities you might have emotionally, meaning what kind of connections might be available for you. I'm just not feeling pulled to that card. I'm feeling more pulled to this Three of Wands, which is looking out at possibilities and enterprising. So if you're feeling the need to network or you're feeling the need to socialize, this needs to be very focused and directed network and socializing, for a reason. Again, not just erratically, I need people. And just, so this networking has to be more in line with your plan. It's trying to open up a direction for you. I see this. We're looking out into the future, trying to see, okay, how is this going to open up? There's a lot of possibilities for you. And I think that may be part of the reason why it's hard to kind of settle down on one. But there's a way to incorporate all of these possibilities into your plan. It's just a matter of how are we focusing right now. And I think the other message is don't get too emotionally attached to one of the plans versus the other. If you have maybe 3 options, kind of keep them open and maybe see where each one of them goes, but you don't have to get emotionally attached to any of them. Just see what happens, see which one seems to be unfolding in the most logical way. Really, nothing, I don't want anything emotional. I'm just not feeling any of that emotional energy here. So if you do find yourself being emotional, see if you can pull yourself out and just start thinking very coolly and very logically about, okay, well then what would be my next step? This emotional energy is not going to be helping you so much this week. Water and fire either put out the fire or it makes hot water. It's not, those are not comfortable things to synthesize. I guess they could make tea, which is a good thing, but we need a little bit of earth and we don't have any earth in the spread. So forget the tea metaphor. Really go for the fire, really go for the action, but it's the thought out, well-planned action. Okay, Gemini, so any questions about that, please let me know. And thank you so much for sharing your time and energy. I do love doing these readings for you. Please also like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I am in the process of redoing my website, trueguidancetarot.com, but if you need some one-on-one support right away, please check it out. Anyway, the old offerings are still on there. And I'll keep you updated as to the new developments. So have a great week, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.